Believe it or not, people still love traditional full-size luxury SUVs, and while there are many crossovers that are just as spacious and less thirsty at the pump, the Infiniti QX80 is undeniably cooler looking than disguised minivans. But let's go ahead and check out this 2016 Infiniti QX80 and see how it stacks up against full-size luxury SUVs. Now the QX80 hasn't been fully redesigned since around the 2011 model year for quite some time now, and it also shares the same platform with the next generation Nissan Armada. Now as far as styling goes on the vehicle, it has a very muscular and bold presence, especially with the very large and prominent front grille. Now we do have these 22-inch dark chrome wheels that come on our limited trim here, and they do look pretty good. They're fairly stylish, but overall I think this is certainly one of the better looking full-size luxury SUVs. Now here goes the key fob design for the vehicle. It's your typical Nissan Infiniti smart key. You have your remote engine start, your remote keyless entry, your lock, unlock, and then your power tailgate, and then your panic button. Now this color is known as the Mocha Almond, and it comes with smart key access on the driver's door as well as the front passenger door. You also do have chrome exterior door handles. Mocha Almond is actually a very unique exterior color. Do have a truffle brown semi-aniline leather interior. Beautiful seats. Power driver's seat, of course, with your power recline and your power lumbar. These running boards right here do help out a lot when getting in and out of the QX80 here. And the step-in height is fairly high, but that's to be expected when you buy a truck-based full-size SUV. Now when you step on inside, you're greeted with a very beautiful and opulent cabin design. Very stylish on our limited trim here, especially with the truffle brown leather. And I love the contrast that the brown gives in the interior. Love the wood accents with the matte finish too. Now you do have push button ignition. Just put your foot on the brake and hit the button to start, of course. And what you're hearing there is a 5.6 liter V8. Full leather wrapped steering wheel. Coming to your transmission, we have a 7-speed automatic with manual shiftability, of course. And when you put the vehicle into reverse, this will tilt down the mirrors and display your 360-degree view rear view camera. You could change the different views too. You have a top-down view from your side mirrors, and then you have your rear view camera in the back with your guidance lines, and you also do have trajectory. And then you have parking sensors that you could turn off and on if you would like. Pretty nice. And I'm gonna go ahead and turn on the lights and the hazards. All windows are fully automatic in the QX80. Heated exterior mirrors with LED turn signal indicators, and you also do have blind spot detection. And like I said, you also do have cameras on the side mirrors right here too. And you also do have these little portholes. Love these 22-inch dark chrome finished wheels. Really stylish. Now the QX80 represents Infiniti's largest, most expensive, and their most luxurious SUV. Coming up front, you have LED low beam headlights with high beam assist, LED daytime running lights, and LED turn signals. And you also do have front parking sensors as well. Under the hood of the QX80 is your only engine choice, but it's a very powerful 5.6 liter V8 that produces 400 horsepower at 5,800 RPM and 413 pound-feet of torque at 4,000 RPM, with EPA estimates being an okay 13 in the city and 19 on the highway. But that's okay for how much power it has, and you're looking at towing capacity ratings of up to 8,500 pounds. And you can go for rear-wheel drive or four-wheel drive. Now, if towing capabilities and strong performance are top priorities on your list for your full-size luxury SUV, then the QX80s should not disappoint. However, there are other full-size luxury SUVs that are certainly more fuel efficient. Competitors of the QX80, you have the vehicles in the full-size luxury SUV class. This includes the likes of the Land Rover Range Rover, Lexus LX, Cadillac Escalade, Mercedes-Benz GL, as well as the Toyota Land Cruiser. EPA estimates, like I said, are 13 in the city and 19 on the highway. Total vehicle price for our particular model is $89,845, which is on par with the rest of its competitors. On the top right here, you also do have roof rails with crossbars. Coming to the rear of the vehicle, you have unique LED tail lights that come on the limited trim here. Then you have a rear window wiper with a rear window defroster and an LED third brake light at the top, and rear parking sensors, of course, and a hidden trailer tow hitch. Of course, all of your basic powered features: power windows, power door locks, power mirrors, and they also do power fold. And you also do have chrome interior door handles, as well as memory seat settings for 2 people. Of course, when people buy a full-size luxury SUV, they expect great build quality and materials, and the Infiniti QX80 is no exception here. Interior quality is superb inside of here. Now you have soft touch materials on the upper door panel, mid door panel, and the armrest, with lots of stitching everywhere. On top of the dashboard, it's this nice softly padded material. You also do have this really nice stitching right here too. There's pretty much stitching everywhere inside of this vehicle. It's a very lavish interior with excellent build quality, no panel gaps inside of here or anything of that nature, and no creaks inside of here either. Overall, this is a really well trimmed cabin. Now, of course, the QX80 features all of the latest safety technologies, including blind spot detection, lane departure warning, and forward collision warning as well. Now, coming to the stairwell design of the vehicle, it's not my favorite Nissan and Infiniti steering wheel design. It's a little dated looking in my opinion, but it's okay. Coming over here on the left, we have your steering wheel mounted audio controls, Bluetooth phone controls, and then over here you have your cruise control and then your buttons for your safety technologies. Down here you will find dual cup holders, a 12 volt power outlet, and then right here you have a little storage compartment with the USB charging port. And the center console lid is nice and soft touch, of course, and fairly stylish and stitched. Decent amount of center console storage here, and then right here you will find your video jacks and then your on and off button for your house outlet. Down here is where you will also find a 12 volt power outlet, your heated steering wheel, and then you can fold down the second row seats back there just by the push of this button, and I'll demonstrate that in just a second. And then you have your heated and your ventilated front seats. I'm gonna go ahead and demonstrate folding down the rear seats. Pretty cool there. You could do it just by the push of a button. Up here we also do have your auto dimming rear view mirror with garage home link, and then on the limited trim you get this nice suede like headliner. Up here you also do have a sunglass container. Then you have your map lights and your sunroof with your sunroof controls. And then you also do have your SOS safety connect right there. Very nice. As far as visibility goes, in the QX80, there's lots of glass area on the front windows. Seeing out of the windshield is pretty easy too, but you do have a pretty large hood that bulges out. Coming to rearward visibility, it's okay, but at least a rear view camera does come standard. Now, as far as the seats go, the seats are very comfortable in the QX80. They provide lots of support, and thigh support is also excellent too. These seats are great for long road trips. Right here is where you'll also find your climate controls on this lower section, and you do have dual zone automatic climate control. You have your fan speeds right here. Shows you up on the screen at what fan speed level you're at. And then you also do have your different zones, of course, your recycling, and then your rear window defroster, front window defroster, and then your temperatures are on these dials right here. And then this is for the front passenger side, and then you have the driver's side too. You have a power tilting and telescoping steering wheel with a pretty good range of adjustment. Coming to the gauges, you have full instrumentation for the gauges with a very traditional kind of setup. On the left, we have your coolant temperature, and then you also do have your battery voltage, and then you have your tachometer. On the right, you also do have your speedometer, and then your fuel gauge, and then your oil pressure. And then in the center right there, it's a little information center that shows you your fuel range and then what gear you're in. And then you have your trip odometer too. Now, coming to the main head unit and the infotainment system and multimedia interface, we've seen this many times here before, and you will find this on many of Nissan's and Infiniti's latest vehicles. I'm not a huge fan of the system because it's pretty dated looking overall, and it looks like it came straight out of 2009 rather than 2016. However, it's a fairly intuitive interface, which is probably the most important part. Now, the responsiveness of the touchscreen is excellent, I have to say. But what I do love about the system is that you can access the camera at any time from here, and you can look at the side cameras on the mirrors, or you can look at the rear view camera too. That's pretty cool. I wish many other vehicles did that. Now, coming to your navigation system, you can enter in your street address by voice, or you can manually put it in. And then the map quality is okay, but it's fairly dated looking overall. This is a really dated interface, I have to say. But you do have live traffic and all that good stuff. We also do have live weather, and then you have your fuel economy, tire pressure, traffic info, maintenance. Then you have a back button on the upper right hand corner, which makes it very convenient. And then you have your status that shows you what radio station is playing, and then your climate control. And then you also do have your day and night mode. You can change the brightness of the interface too. And then down here you can access your media sources like your CD player, your auxiliary input, Bluetooth streaming audio, AM, FM, and your XM satellite radio. And then you have your presets down here. And then we also do have an analog clock, which gives it a much more classy feel inside of here. We also do have a Bose premium audio sound system inside of here as well. Overall, this is a very user-friendly and intuitive interface. However, it's just not the most updated interface out there. There are certainly more infotainment systems that have more technology out there. Now, the best part about driving the QX80, if you're looking for a full-size luxury SUV with lots of power and lots of towing capacity, then the QX80 will certainly not disappoint. It's one of the better full-size luxury SUVs out there if you're looking for good towing capacity ratings. However, what's not so good is the ride quality. It can get pretty harsh inside of here, especially with the 22-inch wheels. That's what makes it really harsh. If you get a QX80 without the 22-inch wheels, it doesn't ride as harsh. But what is pretty good about the QX80 is the steering and the handling. I will say that it is the sports car out of full-size luxury SUVs, and it handles pretty well, and it's pretty maneuverable too, and it's pretty predictable around corners and feels much more nimble than other full-size luxury SUVs. Now, it's not a sports car, but it's certainly the sports car out of full-size luxury SUVs. All right, and let's go ahead and shut it down. Let's go ahead and check out the rest of the car. You have a power tailgate. You can also access the power tailgate from the inside as well. Cargo space isn't too shabby back here. The rear seats also do fold down, and they do power fold for the third row. They do power fold pretty slowly, as you can see. And then you also do have a 12-volt power outlet back here. Build quality and materials do follow through in the rear in the QX80 with lots of soft touch materials, and build quality is pretty excellent on the door panels too. Now back here you will find plenty of legroom and plenty of headroom. There's lots of space back here to just stretch out. You also do have captain's chairs back here, which come on the limited trim. You do have dual cup holders, and you still have more of that matte wood finish, which is nice. And then you also do have a nice soft touch center console lid and lots of storage space in the center console, and it's lined with felt. Pretty high quality there. The seats back here are just as comfortable as the front ones. Great for long road trips, and they do recline. We also do have a rear seat entertainment system back here, dual map pockets, rear automatic climate control, and heated rear seats. And then down there you will find 120 volts power outlets, as well as your video jacks and another 12 volts power outlet. Overall, it's a very comfortable experience. Cannot complain back here. All right. Now to get into the third row, it's a pretty easy mechanism. Just pull this lever up and the seat will come up just like that. And then you just hop right in. Now sitting back here, it's okay. I fit back here and I'm about 6 feet tall. However, if you're looking for the most third row space, then you may want to go for the Cadillac Escalade ESV. Now back here you do have dual cup holders, and you have your buttons for your power folding third row seats, which is nice. It's not too shabby back here. Alrighty. And what's pretty cool is if you want to get out of the vehicle from back here, just pull this lever up and the seat will go just like that. It's a very easy mechanism. Full powered passenger seat with power recline and power lumbar. You have your glove box compartment, nice and damp. So the 2016 Infiniti QX80 is a very strong contender in the full-size luxury SUV class. With its high towing capacity ratings, its very strong V8 power, and its very luxurious interior too. So remember that this is Cameron Birch from Cameron's Car Reviews.